just stopped and wondered, who am I? I mean, really, beyond your name, your job, your whole life story, it is maybe the biggest question there is, and today we're going to try and untangle that mystery using a few really simple but honestly life-changing ideas. So you ready? Let's get into it. Now, to figure this out, we're not going to sit here and read some super dense philosophy textbook. No way. Instead, we're going to play a game. Think of yourself as a detective, and the mystery you're trying to solve is you. All right. So step one in our little detective game, we're going to take a hard look at all the things we think we are and just see if they actually stick. We're going to start peeling back all these layers of identity one by one. Okay, first up, let's start with the most basic label we've got. Are you your name? Seriously, think about it for a second.
Yeah, of course not, right? I mean, if your parents had decided to name you something else, or if you went and legally changed your name tomorrow, would you change? Not at all. The essential you, the feeling of being you inside, that stays exactly the same. A name is just a sticky note. It's not the actual jar.
Okay, let's go a bit deeper. This one feels a lot more real, a lot more fundamental. Are you this body? Well, think about this for a sec. Your body's cells are constantly replacing themselves. You get a haircut, you clip your nails, you're still here. So here's a great way to picture it. Your body is like a car that you're driving through life. You're not the car, right? You're the one behind the wheel. You're the driver. So what about our inner world then? Our emotions, man, they are so powerful. They have to be part of who we are, right? So are you your feelings? Well, look at it this way. Feelings come and go. One minute you're on top of the world, the next you might feel sad or angry. They're just like clouds drifting across the sky. But here's the thing, you're not the clouds. You are the vast, open, unchanging sky that all those clouds are just passing through. So wait a minute, if you're not your name, and you're not your body, and you're not even your feelings, what in the world is left? You are the silent awareness behind all of it, the quiet watcher, the one who is simply conscious of all this stuff happening. You know, here's another really powerful way to see this. Imagine your entire life, all the drama, the joy, the chaos, everything is a movie playing out. It can be a horror movie one day and a comedy the next. But the screen that it's all being projected on, that screen stays perfectly untouched no matter what happens in the film. You're the screen. The movie happens on you, but it isn't what you are. Okay, so you're the silent watcher, the screen. That's a huge step. But what is that exactly? This question leads us to the biggest secret of all, and the best way to understand it is with a simple picture of the ocean. Just look at this. You see all these different waves, right? One wave is huge, another one's tiny. They all look like their own separate individual things. But what are they actually made of? It's just water. And what is the huge, vast ocean underneath them made of? The exact same water. They only look like they're separate. In reality, they're not. And this incredible idea has a name. It's called non-duality. It comes from an old Sanskrit word, advaita, which literally just means not two. That's all it is. It's this simple but totally profound understanding that even though we all look like separate little waves, we are all just different expressions of the same one ocean of life. There's only one thing here, pretending to be all of us. So I know this might all sound very philosophical, maybe a little out there, but what's the point? Why does knowing any of this matter in your actual day-to-day life? Well, here's the amazing part. Understanding this doesn't just change how you see the world, it actually gives you a secret superpower. And this superpower, it has three main abilities. First, it gives you this insane resilience. Second, it makes you genuinely fearless. And third, it fills you with a deep, real compassion for everyone. Let's break that down, because this is where it gets really good. First up, resilience. So if you think you're just a character in the movie of your life, then every insult, every failure, every bit of criticism, it feels like a direct hit. It hurts. But when you remember that you're the screen, you realize that, yeah, the scene might be sad or even painful, but the screen itself can't be burned. It can't be broken by the movie. You, at your core, become fundamentally unhurtable. Next, fearlessness. Have you ever had one of those nightmares that feels just terrifyingly real? The monster's chasing you, you can't get away, but the instant you wake up, what happens? All that fear just vanishes. Why? Because you realize it wasn't real. Well, this knowledge is just like waking up, but inside the dream of life. You realize you are fundamentally safe, and those monsters, they can't actually get you.
And finally, compassion. This one's so beautiful. If you really believe you're a separate wave, what do? You might compete with all the other waves, trying to be bigger or better or faster. But the moment you know you're all made of the exact same water, well then, hurting someone else kind of feels like hurting yourself. It just becomes natural to be kind. Now, this brings up a huge question, maybe the biggest one of all. If we're all one, then why is the world designed like this? Why all the separation, the struggle, all the challenges? Did something go wrong? Is it some kind of cosmic mistake? And the answer is nope. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Think of it like this. The universe is playing a giant, cosmic game of hide-and-seek with itself, for fun. The one consciousness pretends to shatter itself into billions and billions of pieces. You, me, stars, planets, dogs, everything. And then it forgets what it is. It forgets that it's all one. Why? For the pure joy and adventure of remembering again, of finding its way back home.
So you see, all the difficulties of life, they're not a mistake. They're here on purpose. The world is basically a giant gymnasium, and all the struggles, all the challenges, those are the weights. They exist to help you grow stronger, to help you remember the incredible strength that you already are at your core.
So, when you put it all together, what does this mean? This knowledge isn't about escaping life or floating above it all and not caring. It's the exact opposite. It's about engaging with life more fully, more passionately, but doing it with the deep wisdom of knowing it's a grand, cosmic game. You play to win, of course, but you don't suffer when you lose because you know you can always just press restart. And that's really the whole goal, to cultivate that deep, unshakable peace within yourself, to be a king or a queen on the inside. Because when you know who you truly are, when you're anchored in that truth, then you are finally free to go out and play a magnificent, beautiful, and absolutely fearless game on the outside.